Hello and welcome to The Subject is Lava, Syracuse University's open online course hosted by and created by Professor Robert Wysocki and Professor Jeff Carson. And thank you for joining us. In this tutorial, we'd like to just show you some of the locations and some of the navigational steps you'll be taking during the course over the next several weeks. So as you can see on your screen, we have come into the actual course. You've logged in, accessed the course, and we are now at the home page where we have this banner ad, as well as some information that hopefully you've seen already, as this has been accessible for some time now. So the home page is The Subject is Lava. On the left-hand side, we have our navigational menu items. These are links to all the components and pieces to the course. For example, on the top of the list here of menu items, the first one says the subject is lava. Our home page is the current page that we landed on when we came into the course site's environment. Under announcements, which will be used throughout the online course, we will have a number of announcements as we populate information, maybe some additional resources or anything that's important about content, as well as anything you might need to know relative to using course sites. Underneath that link, you'll see it says about this course, and we have made available to you as of April the 3rd here the link that says Meet the Experts. So we're hoping that you already have or will go into this link, and you can learn more about the persons of Professor Carson and Professor Wysocki, as well as you will also be introduced to Kara Dennis, our excellent scientist and discussion leader, who will be active in the discussion boards with you. So there's some good information that's available immediately for you to consume there, as well as some other links. Right here you'll see under course information we have what's called the current module link. This is going to be the space or place that you'll go to for the current week module. For example, module 0, our first module, is available if I click into the current module right now. Weekly modules will be the modules as we go through time. This will populate the past modules, still making that content available to you even after the week has come and gone. You will still have access to all that material. We just want to make sure that we pull out in the current module link the stuff that's active for that very week. So you'll see underneath the module area, and by the way, the module area is where the majority of the content, if not all the content, with the exception of course the discussion, all the content will be in what's called these learning modules, which have a number of pieces and parts. And you'll find in here every weekly lecture will be in the current module. The discussion board links to that week's discussion will be in the weekly module. So that's where you're going to spend probably the majority of your time. But we'd also like to introduce to you, underneath the course dialogue, we have started a hashtag. If you're the type of person who likes to use Twitter and has some resources to share, some ideas, or even would like to pose a question in that venue, we can't say that necessarily the professors will be monitoring that tweet or that Twitter hashtag, but there is one established for the purposes of not only this MOOC, but the entire Syracuse Lava Project, which you can see here. It is hashtag Syracuse Lava Project, of course, all one word. So it'll be very interesting to see if we have some social media experts who would like to share their resources or their comments via Twitter. Underneath the tweet or lava tweet link here, you'll see is a link to the discussion boards, which we hope you will be very active in, as the participatory nature of this course is probably the most critical element, or one of the more critical elements. Is not only do we have expert video lectures, but what's going to make it very engaging is for you, all the participants, to actively be involved in the conversations and some of the questions that will be posed to you. So there's a number of links on the left-hand side. They will probably be pretty static. You could see some additional resources be added, or you might see some things change, but this is pretty much what you'll see throughout the MOOC. And remember, the modules is where you want to be, and also we're going to be using the announcements to communicate with the group. And all announcements that are put into the course space will also be emailed to whatever email you used when you registered or enrolled for the course. If you've had any problems at all, we've set up a separate discussion board just for technical issues. And you can see here, if I go into the discussion board, there's one for technical questions and answers. So if you go in here, pose your problem or question, someone will be addressing that via the discussion board. And of course, we have your email logged if we need to use that. If you have any problems just getting into course sites or any issues just logging in, there is a tech support link here which gives you their information. So if you have any problems just getting into the course itself or accessing course sites, you're going to want to call them directly. Once you get into the course itself and you have questions about the content or something technical about something inside the course, if you're having any issues, please don't hesitate to use that discussion board again for those kind of issues. So welcome, and if you have any problems, we'd love to hear from you. We're really hopeful that you're going to find this to be very informative and engaging, and we look forward to your participation.